So this one's in a different location. For anybody that's watched me before, why? Why am I in a different location this week, you may ask? Well, because I am starting a new series. That's right, a series. So the goal is every Friday, post another video that has to do with fitness. I don't know about you guys, but with COVID and everything, this year has just been kind of rough. Now, we've been very blessed in my household that nobody's gotten sick from it and anything like that, but I have allowed myself to be lazier than I should. And I've gained some weight. So it's something I've gone back and forth with all my life, but I'm one of those people that don't give up. So I'm going to bring you guys along on this journey. You are going to be my accountability partners. So feel free to comment down below if it's something that you feel like you need as well. I'm here. I will comment back, and this is gonna be fun. I know that these things back here, I have a treadmill and I have a bike, and they're not fun. Like, some people love them. I honestly don't mind the bike or the treadmill that much, but at the same time, it's not like something I want to do first thing when I wake up. But there's something about the Apple Watch and being able to track your progress and close the rings and do all that stuff that does motivate you and kind of makes it fun. And there's some third-party apps too that can make other things fun. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. So we're going to talk about apps that I use on my watch that makes staying healthier funner. So the first app is the most obvious, I feel like, and it's going to be the activity app. The rings, you got your move, you got your exercise, and you got your stand. The move and the stand have never been an issue for me. It's that exercise ring that's kind of harder. It's that 30 minutes. You got to be active for 30 minutes. And for me, that means usually that my heart rate has to be over 100 to close that ring for 30 minutes. So if I hop on one of these, I'm good. No problem. If I hop on one for about 20 minutes, usually the other 10 minutes I can close just my daily activity with the kids. But otherwise, it's not getting closed. I've not closed it today. I know, it's bad. But that's why you're here. That's why I'm doing this. I'm going to be better. Activity tracking, I love the way they make it easy. They make the workout tracking. That's the other one. I feel like those go hand in hand. It took me a while to get used to it because in the past I used fitness trackers. It was all about step count. I was like, I need my step count. I need to get my 20,000 steps a day. And sometimes I would do 40,000 steps a day. A lot of times it was 15, 10, somewhere around there. So the activity tracking makes it so much easier. It makes it so much more reliable because with step count, I couldn't hop on the bike. And with the bike, it's so much easier to get your heart rate up and get that, to where you're actually burning more calories and doing all that stuff. And if you just had a device that did step count, you're not getting no credit for that. So, but Apple does give you the step count if you want it. It's in there. You just got to scroll down some. And yeah, I love the activity app. It's the best one there is. So for that, I don't really use a third party, but we might look at some throughout this journey. Feel free. If there's one down below that you guys like, mention it in the comments. I will definitely check it out. Next up is water tracking. Drinking water is super good for you. And through this journey, usually I try to drink 100 ounces a day. I'm going to bump that up. I'm going to bump it up to 128 ounces, which is 1 gallon. And the app I'm using to track my water intake is Waterminder. Hands down, I think it's the best one. Apple's always showing it off anytime they show off any kind of water tracking app. And it gives you everything you need. They just make it look good. So why not use them? Another app that I'm going to be using and another thing I'm going to be doing is counting my calorie intake. I've gone back and forth. It's hard. I don't use MyFitnessPal. I don't even know if they have a watch app. I feel like they had one, but by the time they got on board, that boat had sailed. And I started using the Lose It app. Now, their watch app isn't the best. But I love their phone app, and I'm so used to how it works that I've just always gravitated back to it. So I'm going to be using that one to start out, but I may change because there's that Calorie I think it's by the same people that make the Water Minder app, and it's real nice and pretty and all that stuff. There's just entering in stuff's a little different, and it just takes me a little longer, and sometimes it doesn't have everything that I do, so then I always end up going back to lose it. But yeah, but we'll see. Maybe I'll switch throughout the process and find that I love it. So, but same goes for this. If there's an app that you use that you love that counts calories, let me know down below, and I'll definitely try it out. Another area that I'll be tracking is fasting. I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting, to where I usually do like a 16-8, to where you fast for 16 hours. Good portion of that's while you're sleeping, so it makes it easier. And then you have an 8-hour window of eating. I also love the higher forms of that. So there's even like the OMAD, which is the 1 meal a day, where you fast for anywhere from 22 to 23 hours, and then you have like 1 to 2 hours to eat. There's all different forms of it, and there's even just the multiple day fasting. I do all of them in different varieties. The best app that I use for that is called Zero. So the name comes from the fact that when you're using it, you're intaking 0 calories, and it's hands down the best app for fasting tracking. I love it. I've used it for a couple years at least now. Whenever it came out, like, I got it right away, and yeah, have been using it ever since. So highly recommend this app. Check it out if you haven't. Another important thing with health is sleep tracking. Now, Apple has finally added their own sleep tracking ability in the app, but honestly, it's not that good. Mainly, Apple's approach to sleep tracking is more of a screen time addition. So its main focus is just to make it harder for you to use your devices. So you'll go to bed. It's like your mom taking away your devices or something. So yeah, so I'm not a big fan. I mean, I like the features of, setting the alarm automatically and stuff like that. So, that's great. But their actual sleep tracking data and stuff, I don't like. So right now I'm starting off with Sleep Plus Plus. I've used Auto Sleep. I've used NapBot, I believe, was another one. But I'm going to use Sleep Plus Plus in the beginning, and then we'll see where we end up. My goal is 7 hours a night. Shouldn't be too hard, but with kids, sometimes, I don't hit it all the time. But sleep is super important to, your body getting that rest that it needs so it can recover, so you can be energized to actually hop on one of these devices in the morning. So that's another goal. And then the last app that I'm going to be talking about today, and that I'm going to be using to start this process out, is called Streaks. Now, Streaks is awesome. I've always used the Streaks app, and it helps keep me on streaks, because streaks for me is what works. If I can get a good streak going, I can, breaking it is one of the hardest things that I can do. I went over 2 years with no sweets, and it was because I had a streak going. So I had like 700 and some days with no sweets at all. I had my own rules. I had yogurt, and I had some energy bars that I like, and fruits. But other than that, that was my sweets. So, I couldn't stop the streak. I finally broke it, and I should have never broke it, but I did. So I'm going to try to get that streak going back. I also have taken my vitamins, flossing. What else do I have? I also have tracking my food, but Lose It kind of does that for me. So that's only if I change to another one like Calorie or something throughout the process. I also have daily journaling. That could be beneficial. And then steps. I might need to up that because I don't think my current steps are very high. But yeah, so that's it. That's the items that I'm going to be tracking during this process. That's just kind of the overview of the watch apps that I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be talking about widgets, and maybe next week. I'm going to do this every Friday, give you kind of an update on how I'm doing, and then also just talk about what else I'm doing, what else I'm trying. I'm going to do some tips and tricks on sleep tracking possibly, and how to set your watch, and maybe some shortcuts that we can use to help us through this process as well. So I hope you guys like this series. I can't wait to just keep going on and talking about different things and everything like that, and having you guys as an accountability partner. And like I said, I'm here for you if you need me. Leave a comment. and everything, but you know, this is going to be fun. Like, we're going to go through all this process together. Like I said, I'm technically in like our workout room right now, but I'll probably be doing some videos on this as well, and like how I use my equipment, Fitness Plus, when that comes out. I cannot wait. End of 2020, which probably means December 28th or something to Apple, but I'm really hoping it comes out early. I was really hoping it would come out with 14.2, but sadly it didn't. Still not there, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's Apple. They can release it at any time now. If you guys have any comments, any questions, you know, if you like this thing, hit that thumbs up if you like this series. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Let me know. I can take it. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.